His dad spent $5,000 to bring home a prostitute, then told his son to call her mom. She was the 11th mom his dad had brought home, so the boy was already used to it. He lowered his head and called her mom, but the woman clearly wasn't happy, because the dad never told her he had a son. He lied to her, and she lied to him too. Once her makeup came off, her pretty face lost all its color. Blank expression, empty eyes, even her long black hair turned out to be fake. She didn't bother explaining anything, just said, "If you don't want me, just sell me back." Days passed, the dad was barely ever home, and the woman never left the house. All she did was eat and sleep. She had a huge appetite. Sometimes she even got up at night to sneak food. She finished off all the leftovers, and then cleaned out the fridge. Their neighbor Tony asked Mark with a creepy grin, "So how's the new mom? Heard she's better looking than the last few." Mark rolled his eyes and said, "She's basically a pig. All she does is eat and sleep." When Tony saw her smoking outside, he couldn't help but walk up to her, told her she was the most beautiful woman he'd ever seen. She looked at him like he was insane, and walked away without a word. The thing she did most at home was put on makeup, but not to go anywhere, just out of boredom. One day she saw Mark eating kimbap. She came right over uninvited, grabbed one and stuffed it into her mouth. By the time she reached for the last one, Mark couldn't hold back anymore.
남의 걸 다 먹어요.
거울랑 김밥 하나 가시라니.
식권을 더 산 거예요.
Mark's dad never cared about it, so he learned to take care of himself early on. After school he took on part-time jobs, passing out flyers. He never spent the money he earned. He survived on government food stamps, just barely getting by. One day while doing homework, he noticed the woman brought back a bunch of food. She started digging in without a word. Mark hadn't eaten yet and was starving. He couldn't even concentrate on his homework. She waved him over and offered to share. Mark didn't hold back, but halfway through, he saw the store label on the food package. It was from the same supermarket he always went to. Something clicked. He rushed to check his food stamps. Just as he suspected, she used his food stamps to get all that stuff. Mark was furious. That was his food for the whole month, but the woman acted like nothing happened, finished eating, and started flipping through a magazine.